Hey, welcome to Starlight, Starbright Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you for a beautiful day. I hope you're all well. Okay, and thank you to all the lovely new subscribers. I send you blessings every day. You are the early birds to this collective, so much appreciated. And yeah, so this reading today is exposed. Exposed. In hurting you, they hurt themselves. In lying to you, they're actually lying to themselves. So the truth is, what was it? Oh, truth overpowers. That's it. Yeah, the truth's coming out. Truth overpowers. We're living in a time of truth. The veil is thinning. You know, we know when people are lying to us, so we can't lie to ourselves about that. We cannot be in denial, especially when we are in love with someone or we are attached to someone or something in some way. We have to let go in order for them to be able to prove their true character, is what I'm getting to say to you. So let's get started. What's this all about? And I'm trying for shorter readings. Come on. So let's get cracking. Thank you. Yes, so, oh, the Hanged Man. And we have in this deck, the handle deck, you know, we have somebody hanging about outside, rainbows. Perhaps you are doing yoga, perhaps you are out on your yoga mat doing exercise, because this person on this deck, it doesn't have a cross, it's just somebody hanging upside down, something to do with calisthenics and, you know, hanging from your knees, what is it, you know, hanging from your legs on a bar, that kind of thing. So there's some kind of athletics going on here, somebody who keeps themselves very fit, also meditation and enlightenment. Being able to see things from another point of view is very important. You know, being in denial hurts everyone, and it can really hurt us. So somebody's, you know, they're hurting you through their denial, but the truth is being exposed. This is Pisces energy. It's strong intuition. It's psychic energy. So, you know, you've been very patient and you're being asked to continue to be patient. You know, that all things superficial will be revealed. And really, when we're honest with ourselves, we already know. We already know. So in hurting you, they hurt, you know, they're basically hurting themselves. In lying to you, they're lying to themselves. So there was something else here, but I'll keep going. So that's a 12. Oh gosh. Those. And so we have 10 of cups. Oh, we have 10 of cups. We have 10 of swords. That 10 of swords, love's coming up. And we have 3 of cups. So, you know, and then here we have 4 of cups, and it's called mixed happiness. And see the devil. So, you know, this is the ram, something very, very, you know, someone very stubborn, butting heads up against people. It's really it can be very, very frustrating, and you're being asked to step back, to take some time out, to meditate, to see things from a higher perspective, to see things from another point of view. So yeah, they've denied it all to you. You know, what you thought was success, you know, you thought was happiness. This could be family with the 10 of cups here, or someone you related to through family or connected to through family. But also, you know, you are having success, you are having happiness, or perhaps they are. And, you know, this is making you feel a little bit 10 of swords, making you feel a little bit, you know, maybe they've started a new family, they found someone new, you know, they're all happy, they seem to be at peace. But at the end of the day, 10 of swords, deep down, you know, they have betrayed you, they have lied to you, they have stabbed you in the back. And 3 of cups here could be third parties, that kind of thing. But they've also created great stress and anxiety in you. You know, you don't know who to trust anymore. This person you trusted with everything. It felt happy, it felt peaceful. You know, people who you create family with, whoever that is, soul crew, soul tribe, or 3D, you know, family connections. You just don't expect this kind of betrayal. But see, their happiness is turning sour with the 10 of swords here. You know, all their lies are backfiring and coming back for them. And you kind of can see all of this with this Hanged Man. You know, you can probably see into the future, or you just know this deep down. And in this deck with 3 of cups overflowing, So there is love here for you, but this is also abundance, waterfalls, going with the flow. In the Rider-Waite deck, we see three, women having a really good time. So in your future, you could be getting together with other people, celebrating, enjoying yourself, and sort of going maybe from Ten of Cups, which ended up in Ten of Swords, back to a Three of Cups. So, there's new beginnings here. But also they lied to you about a third party. They lied to you that maybe they had affairs. They lied that your friends, Three of Cups can be friendship. They lie to everybody they possibly can about you so that they can look good. And that's the thing too with the Hanged Man. They might be very composed. They might be very patient on the outside. They might be making it all look very happy on the outside. This is this kind of person, but you knew the truth of them. You knew that they were miserable, and they created misery, and they kept you down, and they kept you, like gaslighting here going on, all sorts of things. But you're about to become aware of this, and it could be a little bit of a shock with the going from Ten of Cups to Ten of Swords. This is like an overnight change. This is like, going from thinking everything's great to all of a sudden, bang, this hits you. You're getting some information, Ten of Swords. Things are being revealed. You could be reading something, seeing something, or somebody else could be telling you information. But you also need to be careful when people tell you, information or giving information about, liars and cheaters and thieves. Often, the messenger gets shot down in flames. We have many friendships that end up on the rocks because a good friend has tried to warn somebody who is in denial. And we've all been there on both sides, I'm sure. So going Three of Cups, this is like a crystalline pool. This is celebration. Perhaps this is what you're doing. You're going out into nature. Perhaps you're going to natural pools, wells, these sorts of things, and you just feel joy. You're starting to feel joy, but you're about to meet other people as well. You're being guided to somewhere that fits with your natural flow, that fits with your natural way of being. Maybe you're starting to realize, Ten of Swords, that nobody from your past, or people who've been close to you in your past, maybe none of them are worthy of your attention. But they're hurting themselves. They're ending up in the Ten of Swords when they realize that you're all good without them. But you're being guided towards people who are in the same flow as you. It's like Eureka, Three of Cups. I'm finally finding people who I really can enjoy being around. Three of Cups, small pleasures. Because it's a three, but it's also threes are all about collaboration. It's about the Trinity. Everything, maybe things come in threes for you. Three is a very powerful number. But but it's also possibly finding out, that there's been third parties involved in your relationship, gossip, spite with the Ten of Swords. But this is all coming to an end, and small pleasures are coming your way. So you need to kind of just ignore this. You don't need to feel the guilt and the blame for this. This isn't like, people feel like this type of situation, or, things that don't work out, whatever it is, they see it as failure, that you've failed in some way. But they're not. They're experiences and lessons learned, so that you can have the true future, so you can come out of denial, so you can stand strong in your truth. You can stand strong in your intuition, that you were right all along, but you kind of were in denial, taking a bit of a wait and see attitude. Sometimes, we hang on too long, or hoping that people are going to change. But yeah, the truth is coming out, but you already kind of know the truth deep down. So coming out of denial. But yeah, just going from Ten of Swords, really feeling very hurt, feeling depressed, feeling down. This is all going back on them now. This is a message that's coming through in my readings. Let the haters hate. That's interesting, actually. I subscribe to a crypto YouTuber because I'm into crypto. And And yeah, and he was talking at the end of his video, you know, kind of a little bit about haters. Like, he's not a bitter person, like, he's a really sweet person, very young and sweet. But yeah, he was talking, and he's really smart, like, you know, well, I think he's really smart and funny. So, and he shines his light bright, you know, he is a person who shines bright, and I believe, is on a, you know, divine spiritual path, and whether he believes that or not. But the thing is I wrote a comment saying to him that, you know, blind people can never see your light. They can only project, you know, dark. So F the haters, you know, kind of thing. So, and that's it, you know, these people who are blind, spiritually blind, you know, they cannot see your light. And when they do start to see your light, the truth of you, when they do start to understand how they've betrayed, how they've lied, how they've, you know, been bitter and miserable and projected all this on you, when they start to wake up, the light becomes so blinding that they have to turn away from it. You know, that's kind of the effect. It's like being blindfolded and then being shoved to the bright sun after the blindfold is whipped off. So it kind of like, it's too much. So, you know, you're rising in light, but your light is blinding to them. So they try and bring your energy down because they don't want to lose you. They want to keep you captive. They want to keep you tied to them. You know, maybe, you know, you're a person who does everything for them. You know, they like coming home, having their dinner made and being looked after, but they don't reciprocate, and they've got things going on the side. You know, or they don't regard you in high esteem. But as you start to see the light, as you start to realize the truth of what's going on in this family, in this partnership, in, you know, in these friendship groups, companies, whatever it is for you, you know, you start to, you know, you start to shine bright. And so they try and bring you back down because they can't really look at you, because they also feel guilty. They know you know the truth, and you probably said it to them, look, you know, you think I'm an idiot. I never said anything all these months, all these years, all of these days that I've been with you. I never called you out. I tried to call you out in subtle ways, and you just gaslighted me and lied to me. So, you know, now I've told you everything. I've told you the truth of you, and now you're lying on the floor, you know, but you're still blaming, oh, you know, denying. And then you realize you've just got to move on. You've got to leave these situations. Because the more you light up, the more miserable, you know, the more it shines the light on who they are as a person. Wow, whew, that was full on. Yeah, in hurting. So yeah, we have this is interesting. You know, we have 5 of Swords here. And this person's sneaking around, sneaking through windows, sneaking out of windows, whatever they're doing. And there's a safe here as well. So, you know, they've cracked your safe, they've cracked your secrets. They know this person or these people know you intimately, and they know how to manipulate you. So, you know, Pisces energy, though, is very good at switching it up. It's like, well, you think you know me? Well, if you knew me, you wouldn't be doing all this shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then Pisces just, you know, yeah, you know, you are hurt, you're crying, you're depressed, you know, it didn't work out, you put a lot of love, 10 of Cups, into this person, into this situation, you were very patient, you were very tolerant, and you just, you know, couldn't take any more, and so you have to move on. But in parting, you've gone, well, I know that you know, were fucking about, I know that you took money, I know, you know, that you can't bear to hear my truth. I know you can't bear to look at me because you've hurt somebody who doesn't deserve this. And that's kind of how it, yeah, so that's for somebody out there, that's full on. So 5 of Swords, you know, manipulated, gaslighted, somebody who wants to win at all cost. But also be careful, there could be somebody who wants your information, there could be spamming, scamming, cracking safes, you know, PIN codes, things like that. Like, never share your private PIN codes, even with your closest of people, because, you know, a good lawyer said to me once, you never know anyone. And a great lawyer, in fact, said to me, you never know anyone until you divorce them. You know, in love, oh, I'd give you everything, you know, if anything happened to us, even if we split up, you know, like, why are they even saying that? Like, you know, maybe they intuitively know the writing's on the wall because they know that you're going to catch them out sooner or later. But, you know, oh, I'd give you everything. I would leave with nothing. Yeah, well, 3 times I was the one that left with nothing each time. And I'm glad I did, because it grew me in strength. I was able to keep starting again. You know, yes, knocked to the ground, knocked to the floor, but like the great, you know, spiritual fighter that I am, you know, kept getting back up. No matter how much I was punched down, I'd just keep getting back up. And that's what we need to do. And sometimes we need to remove ourselves from this situation. What's that song? When I get knocked down, I get up again. Nothing ever going to keep me down. Yeah, it's a drinking song actually, but yeah. So success, yeah, you know, you were successful. You put everything into, what was that? You put everything into this. You know, yeah, towers come along. You know, major arcana, this is change, this is a shift. All the old ways crumbling down. Perhaps you were over emotional. You weren't able to keep control of your emotions, so they were able to keep pointing the finger at you, going, you're crazy, you're mad, you've lost your head, in the tower with you, because, you know, you maybe, or you know, maybe you were going a little bit crazy with it all, which can create hysteria. You know, like maybe there's a screaming person inside of you that just has to come out every now and again, because deep down, that screaming person's trying to tell you that it's over, get out. But they're getting their comeuppance, their tower's falling, their ego is crashing to the ground as they realise, you know, this keeps coming up, that you're all good without them, that you have new things, new people, new projects in your future. So yeah, it was a shock. It was a shock to you. I said that before with the Ten of Cups. This is going to come, but also like as a eureka moment. This shock is meant to wake you up, because this person will take every bit of your essence away from you with the Ten of Swords. They will keep you down, and they will not let you, and they will sit on you, and they will weaken you and weaken you and weaken you. So this explosive energy, like my son said to me that the more, like, you know, my relationship with their father was coming to an end, the more I went from being a very calm, like, together person, the more I started to kind of, yeah, tower. I started to fucking go like a volcano, and it took 3 years. I'm very patient. Took 3, but I kept rising and pushing back, pushing. And yeah, it was funny because my son said to me, he said, God, the more that Mum kind of started to, you know, the volcano was starting to brew, the quieter and the more withdrawn, you know, their father became, because he's a fucking coward. I hope my children aren't listening to this, but sorry, it's true. You know, he was all strong and mighty when I was down. But when I started to go, you know, when the spirit came into me and said, enough is enough, you know, yeah, I exploded, and I left and I never went back. Yep. So that's just sharing my story. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. Okay, so yeah, the Tower is here. You know, they are falling. Their Ten of Cups is about to, you know, come under fire. They've, you know, they're in denial, they're lying, and everything that they have, all their success is now in this Tower. You know, they've snuck around, they've been manipulative, you know, they're all in their head. You know, this person is, sorry about that, my battery went flat. Yeah, so, you know, you're heartfelt, you're loving, you know, all you wanted, you know, your success comes through your ability to love. That's what I was trying to say, is you're heart driven. This person is mentally driven, but they're kind of like going to go mad, like, or maybe this is what they said, you were crazy, you know, because they were tormenting you, Five of Swords. They were quietly burning you up and tormenting you because you were always too good for this person. And the only reason why we end up with people who ultimately aren't worthy of us is because of our own self-worth. And that's a lesson to learn, to know your worth, to know your value, to not put up with you know, being mentally and emotionally tortured, which is what the Ten of Swords is. You know, now they're getting it. They're getting it in the neck, as you would say here in Australia. So, yeah. And see, we have Nine of Cups. So, Nine of Cups on the bottom. You know, all good on your own. Nine of Cups energy. But see, this is for people here. So I'm also just getting a message that, you know, they look like they're having a good time. You know, that's it. They present well to other people. People, you know, they've convinced everybody that it's you, that you're the problem. You could even have, you know, people in your life who've believed this person. They've wanted to believe it. But this person is actually a loner, Nine of Cups. They only just put on a show. They're actually a loner. They don't really like other people, is what I'm getting with the Ten of Swords. You know, they cannot be trusted. So with the Nine of Cups here, yeah, they know how to put on a show. But Nine of Cups also tells me, you know, you're excluded out of this, you know, these four people. You're seeing them having fun, having partners, having whatever it is. But see, you might feel isolated. You might feel alone. You might have had to spend time alone. That's not because, you know, you're not attracting admirers and attracting people. It's just that you've been so burned, you know, with the Ten of Swords here. You've just been so burned that, you know, it's taking you time to recover. You know, perhaps you thought this person was the love of your life or your best friend, or, you know, this was going to be something that would last forever. Ten of Cups, foreverness, happy ever after. But this has also created an awakening in you. It's created, you know, you've grown out of this stronger, learning to be all good on your own, repairing and healing from the mental and emotional damage that's been done here. Wow, this is pretty full on. So, you know, yeah, so they're in the Tower. And some of you might enjoy this, but that's not very nice. You know, you can't wish ill on these people. That just creates more karma for yourself. You know, either just ignore it, or, you know, because if you've been through a brutal awakening, if you've been through something really brutal, you don't wish it on your worst enemies. Like, you really don't. You do not wish it on your worst enemies. Maybe you're going through a phase where you do, like I did. I'm like, death to the bastards. But, you know, you don't really mean it because you're heartfelt. But it is, you know, anger is one of the 7 stages of grieving. So coming to peace with it all, coming to peace with yourself, this is what you're learning to do. Yeah, so we have the Ace of Cups here. So, you know, yeah, they're ego-driven. And see, stupid Cupid, you know, love bombing you, these sorts of things. You thought this was forever, but with stupid Cupid here, even though this is the Ace of Cups, it's kind of like, yeah, and the Tower, it's kind of like everything they're building. They're, you know, like Cupid energy, Cupid love is kind of like youthful love, like your first love, you know, for 99% of people will not be your last love. So, you know, it's kind of superficial, you know, it could be something here to do with Valentine's Day, something like that as well. You know, pouring water on all this heat. The angels have poured water on all of this destruction. So there could be something here to do with, you know, something with the house crumbling, like literally, or fires or something like that. But, or leaking roofs, or there's water leaking somewhere and causing cracks. So, you know, the cracks were always there, the writing was on the wall. And yeah, that's what I was saying, Ace of Cups. You thought this was your big love. You thought this was your happy ever after. But, you know, it's all been torn down. And again, emotions. Ace of Cups is a big emotion. It's a lot of water. It's a lot of water energy. And that, you know, that needed to come out. That needed to explode out of you to be released. Perhaps you've been through a lot of trauma in your life, and this was just kind of like more being piled on, brick by brick, like Tetris or something. Tetris? Do you play Tetris? That's an old school game. Yeah, an old school game. And so then we have the 7 Cups. Yeah, gaslighted you, confused you. But see, in this, it's like the Queen of Swords. You've risen above all of this. It's like the Empress, the Emperor. You know, you've grown. You're glowing. You're rising above all of this. No one can ever do this to you ever again. Like, ever. So if you do meet people in the future, you can be sure that they are going to be the right people for you, because you'll just know it 100%, just like you will know it 100% if they're not. So, you know, Seven of Cups, confusion, you are an option, you know, and here you are, this beautiful person, this person of love, this person of grace and decorum, and they tried to tear you down. Yeah. They're still talking about you. They still, you know, like they're wishing the worst upon you. And see, you know, the peacock feathers here, evil eye, that kind of thing. So, you know, they could have put magic onto you, but, you know, everything we say and think, you know, is magic. So, you know, bad thoughts, putting bad vibes, bad juju, but you're just going to feel this vibe, like you're coming out of all of this emotional confusion, you're coming out of this emotional toxicity. You know, this is a refresh for you, this is a reset for you, the Tower and the Ace of Cups. This is your chance, you know, to live, and we've got doves here, this is your chance to live a happy and peaceful life. And you are going to appreciate it, you know, because you're going to appreciate it so much because it's going to be such a relief to you. So, and this was on top of the Hermit, yeah, all of these options. You know, the Hermit showing you the way, showing you towards wisdom, taking you to safety, showing you the light. You know, coming out of this ruin of this Ten of Swords energy towards the light. And yes, you've grown in wisdom, but there's also somebody, an ancient ancestor, a passed over loved one, you know, trying to show you the way, spirit trying to show you the way. There could also be an older person who's a mentor to you, giving you safe harbor, giving you light, you know, showing you the way. Ancient knowledge here as well. You know, you've been down the rabbit holes, Ten of Swords, as you do when you awaken. Like, you know, you feel like, you know, the government's against you, gangster. You become a real, you know, tinfoil hatter quite often when you have such a brutal awakening. But it's to take you down all the roads of discovery of information, so then you can stand tall and use that information, you know, to put your light out into the world. Use all those experiences to put your light in the world. So, you know, you've been taken to safe harbor, you've been isolated, but this has been for your recovery. This has been your recovery time. So come out of your head and into your heart. You know, become the Hanged Man, being patient. Yes, it's been a big sacrifice, many sacrifices, things ripped away from you, but you're going to stand tall, taller than ever, head and shoulders above the rest. There could be somebody older coming into your life who just sees you, you know, in this sea of options, sees you as their one. So there could be somebody coming in who's older than you, who is going to become part of your life and help you to have your trust restored in humanity, in humanity once again. So it could be a mentor or something like that coming your way. So we have the Seven of Wands, yeah, and see, look, we have in this deck, the Lenormand, you know, we have this masculine, so, you know, feminine and masculine, doesn't matter what body you're in. But if the person who's harmed you has been, you know, is a strong masculine energy, then see, you've slayed the demon. You know, they've been slayed. They're having to come under question. They're having to answer to it all, Seven of Wands. Yes, they were your enemy, but through this enemy you grew strong. You know how to defend yourself. Maybe you're doing defense classes or something like that for some people who've been physically harmed. You know, but it's driven you onto your path to know who your enemies are just through your intuition with the Seven of Wands here. And sevens are all about angels. You know, you can fight, you can take on Goliath now and know that you can win with one rock. So, and that's not, you know, it's funny because it's a Wands card, but she has a sword in her hand. It's kind of like the Knight of Swords. You know, you've become the Knight of Swords. You're ready for battle, but also, you know, this has made you battle hardened in some ways. You know you can survive everything, but this is a spiritual war with the sword, even though this is Wands, but this is a spiritual war, air and fire. Yeah, so, yeah. You're going to blow your competitors out of the water as well, something here. You could be writing something, it's really going to reveal a lot of truth. A lot of truth, yeah, that's also what the reading's about too. You know, the truth overpowers. Like, she has a sword. You know, you smite your enemies with the truth, even though this is Wands, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands in the traditional deck is, you know, somebody standing up higher and then 6 people down below. And it can mean many things, but it can, in this, you know, looking at this, I'm taking the meaning of hidden enemies. You know, you smite your enemies because you know your truth. A truth that doesn't even need to be spoken, because in the spiritual realm, everything is written. Everything, you know, like the computer of... the supercomputer of the spiritual realm, of the universe, everything is written, and we have to account for everything. So, you know, you've slayed your demons, you've been through the worst of it, but you can relax now. You know, you can relax. Yes, stay a little bit guarded, but in a discerning way rather than in a fearful way. So, you know, you're having victory, but they're going to have to fight their enemies now. They're going to have to fight their demons now. Perhaps you offered them wisdom, you offered them grace, maybe you gave them chances to come clean, but they would rather keep you down, even possibly physically harm you with the Ten of Swords here. They would rather, you know, wipe you out in some way, you know, delete. Oh, things could have been deleted. You know, nothing's deleted, everything's in the cloud. It's in your hard drive somewhere, like, you know, there's something going on there. But yeah, they may have wanted you to completely deleted, you know, and that kind of really was the last straw for you. But what was I going to say? Yeah, with the 7, yeah, but you wiped their face with a floor with your truth. Because nobody can fight the truth. Even they can fight it, that they can, you know, put lies out in public, they can tell people lies, they can do, but people kind of like ultimately go, oh, hang on a second, like, they can't hide who they are forever. Yeah, and people who intimately come to know them will go through the same thing with this person or these people, because they're just spiritually dead. Ten of Swords. They're spiritually dead. You've been walking among the spiritually dead. That's a good title. Yeah, because you're the Queen of Cups. You're the Queen of Love. You're the Queen of Compassion. Still willing to go out into the world with an open heart. You know, you smile when you walk down the street, or you're going to start smiling when you walk down the street. Your energy's lifting. You have love to give. You have, you know, love to offer people in this world. You are a person of love who has had everything, you know, tortured out of them. But it was always there, a mustard seed, a tiny mustard seed, and you will rise again. And you have, for, you know, for those who are still in Ten of Swords energy, you will rise again. You will come into your strength. You will come into your, you will sit upon your throne and you will rule with love and compassion. Yeah. So, you know, getting back out into the world as well. Maybe you've been hibernating, getting back into the world. This could have all been during COVID. You know, a lot of relationships really were revealed for what they were. Oh God, no more lockdowns, please. So yeah, so that's a big message. So I want to keep these short. So let's keep going. That's a lot of message though. So yeah, that's a lot of message. You know, they could even be spying on you, having people getting information about you with that Five of Swords, you know, stealing from you, stealing information, that kind of thing. But again, this information about how sneaky they are, how much they've lied, they could have actually broken the law with that person jumping through a window. That's like a break and entering. Hopefully, you know, secure your windows. But yeah, there could be a thief around, that kind of thing. But yeah, they're gonna, it's like they've stolen from you, and they're gonna have to give it back one way or the other. Reparations. Oh. So these are the Divine Beloved Oracle cards. Oh, look at that. Grace. See? Grace. You know, you are being restored. You are being resurrected. You are finding grace. And you are grace in the eyes of the divine. So in harmony with the flow. That's it. You know, you just got to go with the flow. If you've erupted in some way, like Vesuvius, and you feel guilty about that, that's because you were put under pressure that was never released. So, you know, we need to be mindful of that. That's why being, you know, meditation's good. You know, Buddhist practices are very good. You don't have to believe in Buddhism. You know, you can be a Christian and still do follow some Buddhist practice of meditation and all of these things. Okay, may I honour all the ways of your grace. May I honour all the ways your grace flows, so I move in harmony with you. Open me to trust and receive your abundant blessings in every way. So, you know, your trust was broken, but this was so that you could release with that Ace of Cups and, you know, this grace card of harmony and flow. That's so you could release it all. You know, it was kind of like a release valve that, you know, that helps you to reset. Yeah, it's like refreshing your page. Yeah, it's a refresh. And a new beginning. It's a new beginning. Putting the tower behind you. Starting again. Rebuilding. Bigger, better than ever. Yeah, you've risen in grace. Available. I am open. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer. See the Queen of Cups offering her cup. You even the most baffling the most baffling problems knowing. What? Sorry. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer you. Oh, right. Who can offer you even the most baffling problems, knowing you will carry me to the right solutions at the right time. If I am utterly open, receptive, and available. So, you know, this has opened you up to spirit. This has opened you up to your psychic abilities, to your intuition. You know, you already know when you look back on your relationships, you know, in retrospect, we can always see the red flags. It's just we go into denial. We refuse, you know, because we're overwhelmed with Cupid love, which lingers for a long, long time. We've convinced ourselves that this person or these people are our forever people. But family members can do terrible things to one another. Most of the terrible things that happen to people happen within a family. Yeah, so that's for someone out there. And worthy, I know my own worth. We talked about that. So, and available and honouring, I am kind and loving. The divine is letting you know that you are kind and loving. Oh, and as you open, you know, offer your cup to the divine, as you surrender to it all, you know, as you know, start to realise that you were always kind and loving, you know, but people bring out the best or the worst in us. But your worst still wasn't bad. It was an overflow of emotion, almost begging this person to love you, begging this person, you know, to be happy with you. Yeah, but see, you know, the more you beg, the more they stand on your head. You know, you have to be more powerful. But if you were in a, you know, if you had been in a good place when you met this person and these people, you would never have indulged them. So you're obviously maybe needy. You know, lots of maybe woundings, just self-worth was a problem. So you'd rather have someone than no one. There could have been that going on as well. But see, yeah, and you're receiving Four of Pentacles, stability, building again, setting down solid foundations financially, and then which will turn into abundance, cornucopia, because we have the cornucopia here. So, you know, you offer your cup and you offer stability to others. You offer wisdom to others. You know, you're offering love to others, helping and assisting others to rebuild. Oh, and then we have the Ten of Cups with the feminine here, yeah. You know, and this road of 8, yeah, 8 of Wands, clearing karma, that's enough. Clearing karma, look, this road. So, yeah, you've been at a crossroads, but you need to just get into the flow and trust that all will be 10 of Cups for you. All will be well. You're going to have your happy ever after. But also, you know, you can't know anymore. Just know that your karma is cleared, because the Moon card was there with a wolf. Wolves might have something to do with you. you know, you have to leave your future to be a little bit mysterious. Yes, you know, you're moving towards the unknown. You're moving towards the mysterious. And yes, you have fear that, you know, this is going to repeat, but this is not going to repeat because you've learned and grown so much. So surrender and just get into the flow. Do something you enjoy doing, okay? And move forward. You know, offering your love and assistance to others who might be at a crossroads. You know, honor yourself as a kind and loving person as the divine honors you with Three of Cups here. You could be actually receiving an award or honor in some way for your bravery and your courage. So there could be like an award for bravery and courage here. You're going to, you know, I don't know, definitely spiritual on that one. I don't know if that's in real life. Oh, look, divine assistance. You're being assisted by the divine. You always were being assisted, but now your eyes are open and you're open to receiving. The truth of these people will come out. Everything they put on you is going back to them times 10. They're going to be crushed under the weight of their bad deeds and bad thoughts and bad treatments of a divine angel on this earth, which is who you are. Oh. God, it gets emotional, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. One Kuan Yin, it's very much a feminine reading, you know, no matter what body you're in, whether you're in, you know, if you resonate with this, you know, you've been treated really unfairly, unjustly, badly, you know, that something came as a big shock to you, but that shock was part of your awakening, then this is for you. If you've been manipulating people, abusing them, using them, hurting them, harming them, bashing them, crashing them, dragging them to the floor and kicking them, then demons be gone from your life, because your life's about to become fucking hell. But I don't think anyone is listening to this who... God, that's quite a message. That sounds bitter, doesn't it? It does a bit. Okay. The Lotus Throne. The Lotus Throne. You're being put back on your throne. I said it before, the throne. You're being put back into your rightful place where you always should have been. You should have always been treated like the queen that you are. And anyone who's, you know, yeah. And Dynasty of the Divine Mother. You are a Divine Mother. The Divine Mother is watching over you. So, and that's 8, giving you power, giving you strength. You are rising up. You could be a bit of a tiger mama or so, something like that. And 37, 73, 10, you know, you're being restored. Everything is being restored to you. Stability, financial abundance, love, soul crew, soul tribe, helping others, surrendering to the divine, letting the mystery of your future unfold. Yeah. Okay. I could read those, but I'm not going to. I think that all speaks for itself. Yeah, see, this person's trying to sneak away. They, like this, it's going that way, you know, with the Tower here and the Ace of Cups. You know, they're trying to dodge, getting out of dodge. They're trying to dodge this. They know, like we all know it's coming, right? We all know. And, you know, this is the time of truth. The truth always wins. The truth is too powerful. And these people, like cockroaches in the walls of your house, are going to be fumigated. They're going to be outed. But see, and they're trying to run from this. They're trying to dig into the past, dig into some information, trying to get dirt on you, trying to get something solid on you. But this is just air. You know, you can't grab air, you know, or you can, but it's intangible. Well, it's not really, but you know what I mean. So yeah, they're going to try and dig. They're still digging. They're desperately trying to find something on you, but you are squeaky clean. You've barely even got a speeding ticket in your life. That's how lovely you are. You know, you are a divine mother. If you're, you know, if you've been a parent, you are one of those loving, constructive parents. If you are wanting to be a parent, you will be the most loving and constructive parent, you know, father or mother, you know, and this is what children in this world need. They need loving, compassionate, understanding parents who know how to set boundaries, who know how to put them into training in loving ways. I don't know. So there could be something here to do with children, because there's children popping up everywhere now. So yeah, save the children. All right, love to you guys. The truth is coming out. So do not look back in bitterness. Do not look back in anger. Keep moving ahead, you know. Look towards your future with love, with compassion, with kindness, with strength, with pride. You know, not, you know, ego pride, but humble pride. You're going to feel so proud of yourself. You're going to feel so much stronger. There could be something to do with fitness here, getting fit. You know, maybe your body's been weakened. Maybe you've had injuries. You know, everything's going to be strengthened. Mind, body and soul. Is there another one? And emotions. Mind, body, soul and emotions. All right, love you guys. Bye.